Steve in the house from Little Treasury Jewelers. I'm going to show you his website. Is that cool or what? And he has some of the coolest watches on the planet. And talk about Omega. He brought a bunch of Omegas. And we're going to talk about Omega. We're going to talk about Grand Seiko. And if you question the fact that this guy's a watch guy, just go back and look at all the videos I did from his watch fair last, when was it, the watch fair?
October.
Got a little bit closer.
Back in October.
Mm-hmm.
I think 19th or
and
20th.
You had a whole bunch of brands there,
mm-hmm.
and they were all talking about their watches, and we got a whole bunch of videos up on that. So should we show off an Omega here?
Let's
and
do
folks,
that.
if you have any questions, I'm going to try to monitor this. Let me actually try to find this on my laptop here. I mean, on my thingamajig. Well, I will find it. I promise you I will find it. Here we go, live. Omega and Grand Seiko Live. 14 watching. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. And we've got Mr. Robert says, let's get the show on the road. Liquid Smoke says, hey, everyone, looking forward to this. Two dapper-looking gentlemen in the house. Hello, Craig and Steve from England.
Wow.
We got the Englanders in the house. R. Wag says, good day. Okay, so they're all streaming in.
Okay.
And we are streaming. And let's cut to this watch. Look at that watch.
So, FYI, everybody, we're new Omega dealers, and so I brought a little handful of pieces from our collection to have you look at. And this is the older 300 meter professional diver with a blue dial on a bracelet, and a pretty nice looking piece. I'm sure most of you recognize it.
Now, when you say older, would that be 2017?
Yeah, prior to this year's release.
Okay.
Yep.
And folks, the white balance is a little bit off. We don't have a light box and everything kind of set up for all this fancy stuff that Steve brought in the house here, all these beauties. But take it from me, these are gorgeous pieces, and I'm going to check out each and every watch. When you take a watch off of there, hand it to me, and I'm going to check it out while you get the other watch ready.
Okay.
And so is that all you wanted to say about this one?
No, I just observed that the dial is plain versus the new one I'm going to show you, and the date indicator at 3 o'clock, and it's been revised to be at 6, and then a new movement in it, and then something very special with the dial. So let's switch over to the new one.
And hand that one over to me.
There
I could take a look at this. Wow. I'll tell you what, people have been saying that Omega's been upping their quality, and this is fantastic. And this is from 2017. This is fantastic. Well, I can tell you, people have been asking me about the Omega, and I said I wasn't going to comment until I saw, touch, and felt them. And my initial impression is this is a beauty right here. So let's give that one a thumbs up.
So how's the focus
on
this one?
And now let's do this. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and live switch to it so you can focus. Just go ahead and focus that in. Take your time.
We'll get the hang of it, folks.
There, that's pretty close. Pretty close. Now hit the button one more time.
Alrighty. There we go.
Yeah, and
so what's going on with this?
now let's center that a little bit there.
Okay.
We'll get this right, folks. But that is absolutely...
Need a little training here.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
So
My
this
goodness
has a ceramic bezel and a ceramic dial. And
look at that dial.
Those are laser cut waves on there. And the date window has been repositioned to 6 o'clock. And pretty beautiful piece. Thomas
has been waiting for this live stream all week. Okay, let's move this a little bit more in the center here.
Okay.
And wow. I think I got it. Yeah, look at that a little bit. I see what the challenge you're having. Well, some of these are going to be a little bit crooked, folks. But hey, when they're on your wrist, they're not absolutely straight. So there you go. How's that?
So this has the caliber 8800 versus the 2500 in the prior incarnation, and a pretty special piece. I wonder what you folks think.
Okay, so hand that one to me, and here, put this one back. And now let me compare them side by side here. The new with the old. I'll tell you, I like them both, but I can see where some people like the legibility of the older one, but they're both very legible. But yeah, you're going to have to look at both and make a decision. But I'll tell you, the bezel is more readable. The numbers on the bezel is more readable on the newer version. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hey, why don't we do this? Can we sneak these in there side by side?
Okay,
See if they'll fit. Move that battery, and I'll get them in there. See if we can get a little bit of them. You're going to have to hold them. Yeah, you're going to have to hold them.
All right.
And I'm going to cut to that shot. Let's see. Yeah, we got focus issues with that. So that's not going to work. Okay. Well, they saw it. They saw it. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to
let's go to the next one.
The next timepiece.
Okay. So
are these Omegas buy two, get one free? There you go.
Careful, Craig.
Really liking the split hands.
Okay, I'm going to have to hold this.
I would think the loom look great. Okay.
I'm going to have to hold this.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead to 3 and you can focus.
Yep. So, same watch.
Okay. Leave that close up for a second.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Black, and this is on a rubber strap.
Yeah. Look at that.
This is my favorite. Okay. If I were to buy one, I'm buying this one.
And you need another watch like you need a hole in the head, but
I love
I'm tempted. I'm tempted too.
Swiss cheese head.
I don't need a watch either, and I'm tempted.
Well, you come and see me.
I'll tell you what. I think these things blow the Rolexes away. I'm telling you. I'm sitting here looking at these watches, folks, and these things leave nothing on the table as far as quality. These things are amazing.
Over. Hang on one second, everybody. So forgive the little label on there, but got a nice exhibition back on this where you get to see the movement.
Okay, let me cut to that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
Beautiful.
And it will automatically zoom back out after a few seconds, so you can just leave it like that, and it'll go back out. Look at that. You don't get a display back like that. You don't get that on the
on your Rolex.
On the Rolex puppy either.
Okay.
Got my little.
That's that one.
My little Colonel. You know, we're going to have to reposition that camera a little bit because to be comfortable, you're over that way a little bit. So I'm going to go reposition that. Just give me a second here.
Go ahead.
This is live TV, folks. How am I going to get by you?
I'm going to have to move.
No, let me do it.
Okay. So, really interesting to be here in Craig's lair in the mountains. And all I can say is it's pretty ship shape.
There you go.
Sorry.
We're going to get this other camera shot. This is what you call live TV, folks, when we have to adjust the camera. Let me see here. I'm going to come this way a little bit and then up a little bit. There you go. That's
better. Okay.
Should give us some breathing
captured
room on that.
All right, let's get our cameras back, watches back in action.
The goodies back. Man, did you bring some goodies?
Got a few.
Is that how we had it?
Yep. Thank you. Okay.
How do you like the way we do that, folks? And yes, I'm not wearing my suit jacket pants, but at least I'm wearing pants this time. Normally, I don't wear pants.
Oh, in deference to me, I'm sure. So
well, when you got here, I wasn't wearing them.
I know.
He says, "Are you going to get dressed?"
Right.
I said, "Okay."
This is
all right. Let's cut to that.
All right.
Now
this
is have to refocus because you.
Yeah. So,
you're really close on that.
Yeah, it's a big, fat piece.
Okay.
Is it going to make it?
Try it. Can only get but so close.
Yeah.
All right. It'll go back out automatically
revert.
here in a second.
So here we have the Seamaster Planet Ocean 600 meter
Wow.
ceramic GMT deep black.
Wow.
Okay, so the case,
That is deep black.
the case, the dial, they're ceramic.
And that's 600 meter. Oh, you know what? We're not showing the side view on these. Let me show the side view. You can just keep holding it like that.
Yeah.
Look at that side view. That helium escape valve on there. You want a beast on your wrist. There you go. You got a beast for you. Now top view.
Yep. Okay. And obviously GMT. You get your 600 meters. Beautiful watch.
There you go. Let me see that.
It's got a rubber strap.
Let me see that puppy.
Okay.
Hand that puppy over here. This is kind of like a Darth Vader watch. Is it ceramic?
Yes, everything's ceramic.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah, the dial, the bezel.
Wow.
Case.
Well, you're not going to scratch that, folks. All these people that complain about scratches, you're not going to scratch that. Wow. Let's try the bezel here. Oh, that's nice too. And it's one way. That's nice too. All right. I approve. I approve.
Okay. Save one for you.
Prices. Somebody wants to hear prices. I don't know if you want to give prices on these or not.
I can give prices. These are MSRPs. The first watch I showed, 4,500. The current version, the 212, 30, 4220, is 4,850, and the black one on a rubber strap, 4,750. The Aqua-Terra, or rather the Planet Ocean, 11,700. Okay.
Wow.
So let me see. I'm a little out of order here. Here we go.
So if you want that Planet Ocean, you got to step up, folks.
Step up.
Planet Ocean is just slightly too big for me. I tell you, it looked pretty cool though, Thomas. But yeah, it's a beast. Okay. Get that on there so you can focus that a little bit. Get a little bit more centered on the lens. Yeah, there you go. Now those spots are just dust or something.
Yeah, I should have dusted it off before I put it up there, but got too many things going on.
You guys know what it looks like without dust. And that'll go to wide automatically here in a few seconds. That is
so this is the 41 millimeter Aqua-Terra with the blue dial.
And I like that light blue.
Very light blue.
I like the light blue secondhand.
And the horizontal stripes are said to represent the deck planks on luxury sailboats.
Okay, and let's look at the side view on that.
Yeah.
There's a side view on the case. Okay.
Yep. So pretty nice. This is another pick that I might go with as well. Really like this piece.
Well, let me take a look at that one. Hand that puppy over here. Well, that's classy.
It really is. It's got a gray rubber strap. You can hold that up. Maybe they can see it.
Yeah, that's really nice clasp. Deployant clasp. It says 5,400 MSRP. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. I'm just wondering why somebody would buy a Rolex these days. Between this and a Grand Seiko, are you kidding me? Love the blue secondhand. Absolutely. Craig needs to add to his collection in a bad way. Good time. Which one? Which one do I need to add? All of them? Come on, guys. Give me a break here.
Okay. Next up. Got a Railmaster.
Okay.
And I want to get focused in on this. Oh, there. It's pretty good. You can see that dial. Really, when I focus deeper, looks like a tapestry.
That is sweet.
The effect is light blue, but really beautiful. Very special.
Absolutely sweet. Yeah. Yeah, leave that like that. That's nice. And let's take the look at the side view. There's the side view of it.
So
Nice
this
and
one's
clean.
on a bracelet.
Yeah, and I'm going to examine that too.
Yeah, that's $5,000.
And you know, these things look better just looking at them than looking at these macro shots. Look, just looking at the watch, they look even sharper. That's sweet. Okay, let me take a look at that puppy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice and trim. What's that, about 12.5 mils?
I think it's about that. I don't have that right.
Looks like about that.
Totally.
It looks, and the bracelet looks nice and trim. Nice clasp on it. Use screws to pull out the sizable links.
Good.
I think it's classy looking. And see, I like those hands, the solid hands, too. I mean, a lot of people like the skeletonized. I like this. This is the Railmaster, right?
Yes.
This is sweet. That could be a player right there.
Mm-hmm.
What? $5,000, folks.
On a bracelet.
$5,000, and tell me that's not a deal. My vote so far goes to the blue Seamaster 300. Love the Railmaster. Absolutely love the Railmaster. My favorite Omega model. Railmaster looks like an excellent all-around. Oh my gosh, yes. You could wear this all the time. Nice and trim. You could wear that under a dress cuff.
Mm-hmm. That's up there for me as well. Really, really like it. Great watch.
Okay.
So I have another Railmaster up here, and another color dial, and this is on the.
Move it a little bit towards you to get it out of that hard light. Just a little bit towards you. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, just tilt it around like that. That's nice.
It's got a great vintage look to it, and it's on a nice fabric strap. And maybe I can show you, what that looks like. So it looks really comfortable.
That's pretty much the same watch, but with a different dial hands.
Yeah, just a different look. And I really like the Railmasters, and a lot of the folks who've come in the store and seen the collection feel the same way.
It's been popular.
Yeah. So that's that one. There, take a look.
They're not messing around. Now,
Absolutely
can you buy this watch on the bracelet also?
Yeah, I had the other one has the bracelet. So
but I mean, this particular one with this style?
Yeah, I believe so. Sure.
Okay.
You'd like that one better?
I'm thinking about it. What do you guys think? You think I could sport a Railmaster? What do you guys think? Guys, realistically, what discount on MSRP would you expect from Omega dealers? MSRP is negotiable for us, yeah. My favorites so far are the Blue Dial, Seamaster 300, and the Railmaster. Beautiful with the Fox patina. Okay.
Whoa.
I got a spam call coming through.
Nice.
Isn't that nice for a spammer to call us in the middle of a live show? You're going to have to talk to Steve, okay? Call Steve and talk to Steve direct and tell him you know me. And he hates to hear that because he knows he's going to have to deal. But
Craig, what are you doing to me?
He'll take care of you.
Yeah.
He will take good care of you.
We do. So
next watch.
Okay, next watch. Okay, this is the Speedmaster Moonwatch.
Okay.
That's
now these come in different models, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of different models, but this is the one with the photorealistic moon.
Okay.
And which you can see there. Now, if you put that under a loop, that moon is incredible. They got that image from NASA.
Wow.
And it's extremely realistic. And if you're careful, you can spot some footprints on the moon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
So that is very cool.
All right.
Yeah. So
now, wait, let's do the side view before you take it away. There's the side view of that puppy. View.
And that one, caliber 9904. And that retails for $10,700.
Okay.
Okay. but you get the moon with it.
Let me take a look at that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they've upped their game. This is a high quality watch. What year is this one?
This is new.
Yeah, this.
Yep.
I can tell that they've upped their game on quality. And this is stunning. I mean, this absolutely. I mean, I would buy this over a Daytona any day. Any day of the week. And it's very readable. That is a cool looking watch, folks. That is absolutely stunning. Okay.
Okay, that concludes the Omega segment.
So far, I am impressed with Omega. Okay, worth a try, though. Craig, stop this. Nobody pays MSRP for Omegas. I'm just giving the MSRP prices, you idiot. Sorry, sometimes I have to straighten.
Let's stop giving price. You don't want to hear prices?
Sometimes I have to straighten my people out a little bit.
Well,
you know, they like to be slapped around sometimes.
Get them in line, will
it's
you?
just the way they are.
Yeah.
So call Steve and talk to Steve about the watch you want, and don't be jerking his chain. You know, actually be a real legitimate buyer, and Steve will work with you.
Yeah, be a gentleman.
This is not complicated. Steve, what made you decide to carry Omega?
Well, the first watch I ever bought was an Omega. When I graduated from college, I traveled to Europe and hitchhiked around for a year and spent pretty much my whole bankroll on an Omega that I bought in Schaffhausen in Switzerland. And I still have the watch. Beautiful little...
now, what year is that one?
I'm not going to tell you, Craig.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Really way back there.
Okay.
So I got into the watch business essentially in 2004, and we've carried mainly niche watches in our store. If you go to our website, you'll see that. And the many customers we've had over the years, almost all of them own or have expressed desire for an Omega.
Okay.
Okay, so it suddenly became time. And we just redid our entire store and had a nice slot, and we approached Omega and had a nice discussion starting in the spring. And in November, I think we brought it to a close, and we're delighted to have the line. Our customers seem really happy about it, and that's it.
And have you been moving some watches?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. That's what Steve does. He moves watches. So, yes, be patient with your trolls, Craig. Living in your mother's basement isn't good for your social skills. Well, yeah, we love our trolls. We really do. We just have to straighten them out sometimes. Yeah. What do you think about the new old 321 movement? This rumor they're going to come out with the 321 movement.
Well, it's generated a lot of excitement. Again, as a new dealer and not someone who's followed Omega in great depth, it's not something I have a lot to say about, but people are hoping it's going to show up in the commemorative watch this summer for Apollo 11. Some people think it's not going to make it then. There's a very interesting write-up on it on Hodinkee by Jack Forrester. Recommend that to everybody take a look, and we'll see what transpires. Okay. And I'm looking forward to, well, this year we're not going to have Basel World for the Swatch Group companies, so at some point we're going to get together with the Omega people, probably somewhere in the States, and get briefed on what's coming up. Okay. But that hasn't occurred yet.
Well, there you go. Well, stay tuned for some more shows, and we'll talk about all these things. So, okay, what? Oh, that's a beauty there.
Okay, we're moving into Grand Seiko.
Uh-oh, beautiful watch time.
Let's break and give the news. We have one of the first boutiques in the country that was installed last year in the store in January. And after we remodeled, we had a discussion with Grand Seiko, and they asked for a little more space, and I thought they needed a little more. And this was just installed yesterday. And this is
fantastic.
The largest Grand Seiko boutique east of the Mississippi.
Oh, there
Second
you go.
largest in the country. We're extremely proud of it. It's gorgeous. And we thank the Grand Seiko folks for thinking of us. And
how are you ranking now in sales?
Well, I don't know how I'm ranked, but I think we're doing quite well.
Will they tell you at any point, or do
no,
they not
they
share
don't tell
that?
you.
They
But
don't. Okay.
I know we're good.
You're up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're good. We're very good.
All right. So what goodies do you have for us here?
Okay, so I brought a little limited piece with me, Quartz GMT.
Okay.
It's really pretty and hasn't been too heralded out there.
And that one, you're probably going to have to tilt a little bit so you can see.
There's a textured dial.
Yeah,
on
it's
there.
kind of hard to see.
Yeah. Let me,
Get the focus on that.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Hold it right there. Now get your hand away and just let it stay close like that.
Right.
Look at that. Holy mackerel. And the little star means 5 seconds a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9F86 we can see. There it zoomed back out. And I could see when that was in your hand. That is a gorgeous piece. Gorgeous GMT. And it looked nice and thin. Let's do a side shot. There's the side shot. I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got the side shot. We got technology for this, Steve.
Yep. I've got the calipers if we need to measure these things. But
Yeah,
it is
that
very
is stunning.
Yeah, that's a sleeper. That hasn't gotten a lot of press, but it's a beautiful piece.
Okay, hand that puppy over to me.
Yeah, and I'm personally into green
Yes,
watches.
it's green.
So I like
It's a
this.
dark green.
Yep.
And it's got the gold on it, which really makes it look, of course, you can't really tell in that wide shot, but it really looks classy. And I'll tell you, with that dark green, it's more legible. The hands stand out more against that. This is a beauty. And it's a GMT. And it's going to be accurate to 5 seconds a year, not a month, folks, a year. Nice and trim. That would go under any dress cuff. Can I try that on?
Sure.
You try this puppy on here.
Take the other puppy off first, please.
Throw this thing
Right.
out with the old.
Right. On with the new.
Yeah.
And it goes great with your jacket too, Craig.
Yeah. I don't need to latch.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Stunning.
Look at that, folks.
So with the quartz pieces, you get a Grand Seiko quartz price, but as far as all the externals go, you get the
It's very
full-
trim. It really fits right to the wrist. And, I mean, this would go under any dress cuff.
So you get the full finishing that you would get with any spring drive, automatic, high beat at a much lower price, $3,400 on that one.
Wow. It's stunning. It's a stunner.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh, here's your.
Let me do that. So that's the first Grand Seiko. And here's another limited piece for this year. It just came out. And
You didn't wipe that one off?
oops, sorry.
That's the problem with these macro shots is they really show everything.
Okay, so on the prior one, if you're interested, it's the SBGN 007.
Mm-hmm.
So all the Grand Seikos go
And we've
by
got
these
in the
codes.
description, we've got all these in the
Well,
description,
I
right?
switched up a couple.
Oh, you did?
things.
Okay.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah. So this has a they call it a red dial. I call it a root beer dial. It's very mutable in look depending upon the light.
Yep.
That's got a sapphire bezel. This is spring drive. I think.
And this has loomed hands.
Mm-hmm.
Loomed dial.
Yeah, and loomed markers at noon, 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah.
Really nice piece.
And look at that puppy just sweep along there. Did you wind it?
I know I just moved it.
Actually,
the power
yeah,
reserves.
it's almost dead.
It's on empty.
It's on empty, but it's still running.
Still going. It's got a lot of heart. 72-hour power reserve.
You just wiggled it around a little bit, and it just
for those
started
of
going.
you who hasn't seen a spring drive before, no tick, absolutely smooth second hand, a delight to watch, mesmerizing, as we say.
Yeah, we could just watch that for the rest of the show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Look
Beautiful,
at that. Huh? That was the watch I was thinking about when I was getting the diver, but I decided to get the diver. But yeah, that would be a toss-up.
Well, you can get this next. Craig.
All right, let me take a look at that.
Okay. No exhibition.
Yeah, it's got a different look to it. The way the bezel is, it's really classy looking. I would say this is classier looking than a Rolex GMT. It just brings the style up a notch or two. And still a manageable thickness. Definitely not. It's probably a little bit thinner than mine. Now, what year is this one?
This year. Brand new. It's sort of a mid-year release.
Yeah, I think they've made it a little more trim. It looks to be. That is classy, and I like the crown down at the 4 position. No flies on that one, folks.
6,100 MSRP.
Look at that, and that's a GMT spring drive, folks. If you want a bargain, talk to Steve. You can't beat that. What color dial? Don't like the bezel. Is the bezel rotatable on that one? Does the bezel rotate?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, the bezel rotates. On that one we just showed, if that's the one you were asking about. And the color of the dial? He asked about the color?
They call it red. I call it root beer.
It's more like a root beer color. It's
reddish brown.
It's real dark, though.
It looks
depending
black
on
in
how the
some
light,
lights.
depending on how the light hits it.
Yeah.
It's really classy looking. Dimensions.
Dimensions 44. Let's just pull out the. I brought my little tool because I knew this would come up. Dimensions are 44 as advertised, and 15. 15 and
try that
15
again. Try that
tighter.
again. I don't think it's 15.
15.
Right at 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't look it.
Well, I can squeeze the caliper a little bit further.
It looks trim, I mean, to look at it. So it doesn't look bulbous or anything like that.
Okay. So just checking here. I think... All right, I'll bring this next one up. This is... we showed this last week for those of you who saw our little thing going on. And... but this is worth showing again. This is the limited edition SBGA 387 US only, and this is 558 pieces. I think I erroneously had 600, rounded it up, and this has a beautiful dial that we're not.
Focus it. Just focus it in, then it'll show up more.
And this is
and
showing
it's
up.
not really showing the blue.
This is a very light blue.
Yeah, it's showing a little
different
bit.
lights will look like this.
Yeah.
And it has this textured, sort of a textile-like pattern on the dial. And very unusual, very beautiful.
And I think I've got a 4K video showing this one.
Yeah, this does not capture. For some reason, we're missing the
color's not
the color. It's very subtle.
Yeah,
and very special. And these are going to be done pretty soon, meaning going to be sold out everywhere. We've got a couple of pieces, but we sort of got the word that it's at the end, which is very quick. This came out not too long ago and exceeded expectations in terms of turnaround. So beautiful piece.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Let me take another look at that.
Yeah. And then we might want to show the movement too.
I'll let you do that in a second. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of blue, maybe almost like a little bit of purple, depending on the angle. I mean, it's just, it is stunning.
Yeah. I don't know if they can see the color if you turn it toward them. Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how the angles hit. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very variable in appearance.
In any of these watches, and I've been stressing this on all of my shows, you have to see these in person. You have to see, touch, and feel these watches, and they are just absolutely amazing. And if you don't want to do that, buy it, and then you'll have it in person.
Yeah.
You'll have it delivered to you, and it will be amazing. Light blue. Do they still make the Snowflake?
Yes.
Yes. It's not a limited production. It's a normal production watch.
But gets scarce from time to time.
Yeah. It seems so far that GS are keen on different beautiful dials. The dials are amazing. They do a hell of a job with dials. I will not debate you on that.
Don't forget the case.
Yeah, they do. The whole thing is just...
This watch, this is the 44 GS case.
Now center that on the camera a little bit. Well... There, and focus that puppy in.
So this is a fairly rare piece. I thought you'd be interested in seeing.
Go. Okay, clear your hand so it settles down. There we go. Let it do its thing. It'll zoom back out. But look at those. Look at the hands on that. And again, don't worry about the white balance being off a little bit here. It is what it is. It depends on the watch and how it reacts to the light. But
and I don't know if you can see this, but this is two-tone and 18 karat and stainless. And this model is the SBGA H rather 254. It's high beat, and as I think most of you know, Grand Seiko was one of two makers that have the high beat movements. And this is the beautiful...
You know, that shot, the white balance is better. Why don't you point it towards that camera so they can see the and so you can see the gold also there, depending on the angle. Yeah.
Whoops. Let me get it. So this is the so-called Mocha dial. There's also, and this has a sunburst Mocha. And
pull it a little bit further away because the focus is, there. Now tilt it up towards the camera. The lighting,
Yeah, sorry that...
we got to get Steve. Steve's thinking about setting up something at his place, and he'll have a light box if he sets something up. So he'll be able to really show these puppies off.
So there's a white dialed version of this two-tone watch, which has a little bit of a textured, sort of a pebble-like
Let me see that
surface. And this one is limited. The other one isn't. This is limited to 150 pieces, so it's pretty rare, very rare, actually.
150?
Yes, worldwide. So if you're into two-tone, these, I have the white one in my case also. They're really a must-see. $11,000.
They do a nice job. They do a nice job on the two-tone.
Great wrist presence.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous. You guys can see that. I'm impressed. Those watches are like works of freaking art, Terry N says. A true GS mechanical watch. He already said the price on that one. Somebody asked the price, but he already said that. GS Spring Drive is definitely a grail watch for me. They're absolutely gorgeous. Lawrence says outstanding. Okay.
All right. I lost my thing here.
Oh, here.
You get that, Craig? Okay. Switching gears here. We're still in Seiko land, but I'm moving over to Prospex. And here I have the SLA 25. Okay, and let's get that 300-meter professional diver. And
I think our white balance is off again.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do a custom white balance on that gray background and fix this problem. This is live TV. We're going to try to fix this problem. Meanwhile,
okay, I'll talk
tell
about
them about the different brands you carry.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell them about this watch a little bit, and then we'll get back to that. Okay. So this is the SLA 25, It is a recreation of the 1968 Seiko diver watch. It's high beat, and the original one, 1968, was high beat as well. And but
we're not showing that right now, so move that out of the way because I got to do the left balance. Yeah, just keep talking to them.
So this has a monoblock case. It's got a massive closed case back, and which I want to show you. Let's see. While Craig fiddles.
Well, yeah, and I can't.
And Rome burns.
Wait a second here, white balance. I don't know if I can do this live while
Yeah.
we're doing this or not. We're going to try it.
That got better. That got better.
Wait, which one?
Go back. There, then ratchet it back a little bit the other way. No, not too far. A little bit more back.
Well, here's a. There.
Yeah, it's coming up very gold colored.
I'm trying to see. Move the watch out of the way because I'm going to see if I can do a custom white balance here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not letting me because we're using it. It's not letting me do it.
Well, we're close to the end, so I think that just let it go.
Well, I'm going to put it back on auto. At least that's
Okay.
going to be.
All right.
At least it's going to compensate.
So I'm putting back the SLA 25, but showing you the case back. And can you put that on the screen?
Yeah,
Okay,
focus that thing
it up. And
yeah, that actually looks a little better.
yeah,
now.
yeah, it is. Okay, so as you can see, a massive.
Yeah, those are the ones that are just all solid, and they load it from the front.
Yeah. So this watch, and this was.
Yeah, show us the dial again.
Yeah.
Move it back up. Yeah, focus on that puppy. Wow.
Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get.
And go up a little higher with the watch. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So this is much sought after by collectors, and
now this is a limited edition, right?
1,500 pieces worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And this watch won the GPHG award, the grand prize of horology in Geneva this year for the best sport watch of the year. And I think it's pretty amazing that this dive watch, this recreation, beat out all comers. In a very,
flip it back over to the back again. That's a beautiful watch. My gosh, if somebody wants a heavy duty watch, yeah, flip it all the way over. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And those are very comfortable on wrist because of the way it rounds around and just curves around. The people that have those comment that they're, even though they're, you know, a bulky watch, they're very comfortable on wrist. And I like the dial, the very clean dial, and those hands. I would just as soon they had those hands on my diver watch. I like those hands. Very clean, very solid, very legible.
So
what is not to like there, folks?
Prize winner and very limited.
Let me see it before you put it back on there.
There you go.
Oh, this is solid. When you hold it in your hand, you know you've got something solid in your hand. Oh, and the bezel is silky smooth. Silky, silky smooth. That is a beast. Now, does it also come with a metal bracelet?
No.
Okay.
That's what you see is what you get.
That is nice.
Okay.
That is nice.
So for people who are into this, the originals are going, in some cases, I think, close to $10,000.
Wow.
The original 1968. And this one is $5,400.
$5,400.
High beat dive watch. Very unique. Okay. So I'm going to switch.
Steve gets the limited edition puppies in.
I'm going to switch gears on you all again. We're moving over to the Seiko Presage collection.
Okay.
And I just got in this beautiful, beautiful piece.
Okay.
And I just hope we can capture what's going on with our somewhat.
I think we've gotten better. I think the white balance has fixed itself. Focus it in.
This is tough. I'll tell you that right now.
There you go.
The dial.
Yep. Clear your hand. So yeah, I think it's in focus.
Yep. So the dial is black. This is the Presage Urushi Byakudan-nuri. Forgive me, Japanese folks. Limited edition, 2,000 pieces, and the dial is many layers of black lacquer over which there is the subdials are a deep reddish brown. And the crescent there with the power reserve is a special technique where they actually sprinkle little gold flakes onto a sticky substance and then touch it up with a special tool. Also, the crescent on the back of the second hand.
Yeah, I see that.
There's really a lot of hand work done in that. There's one individual who does that for Seiko. And again, that's a limited edition, 2,000 pieces worldwide. It's a real piece of art. It's $2,500.
Well, there you go, folks.
Yep.
There are a lot of options out there. Affordable, I believe, the Prestige line. That is one nice watch. Presage. That is one nice watch. The hands are great. That high beat diver rocks. Hey, I saw 1,500 of that run. It's for sale. I'm not sure what that means. Yes, Craig. The lighting is much better now. Okay.
Okay, so the last of my advertised pieces is this another Presage piece, and that's pretty good. No, maybe a little tuning up.
Yeah, it drifts a little bit, and the white balance drifts a little bit.
Okay, so look at that dial. Too. So this is a Presage SJE 73.
Yeah, look at the texture before that zooms back out. Look at the texture and look at the quality of the markers and all. I mean, this is like Grand Seiko quality. These are really well done.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is 40.7 millimeters by 9.8 millimeters.
So
thick.
You want a thin watch to use for dress purposes. You want an all-arounder. Now, does that have a screw-down crown? Or no?
No.
No. Okay.
So
you're going to use this for dress purposes and not heavy swimming, but that is a gorgeous piece for an all-arounder.
So we call this the baby Snowflake.
Yeah, I can see why.
And you can pick this up for $2,200.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, beautiful piece and thin, and it might be a harbinger of things to come in Grand Seiko. I think we're going to be looking at possibly some thinner pieces.
Nice. That'd be nice.
Coming year.
That would be nice. So,
all right. That's the conclusion of the standard presentation that I brought. I have a couple of bonus pieces.
Stand by for the bonuses.
Okay.
The bonus pieces, folks. And put any questions you have for Steve in the chat while you're here. And while he's here, take full advantage.
Okay.
Steve is in the house. He drove an hour and a half to get here.
I know. Wow.
Through Hill and Dale. Through all the massive security that we have here. How long did it take you to get through security?
Quite a while, and I'm probably going to need oxygen from the elevation here in this mountain area of yours.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so let's see if this will work on here. So, wrong way.
Take your time then.
Yeah.
There, that's nailed it. Whoa, look at that.
So this piece is the SBGA 384 limited edition. It pairs with that blue limited edition. They're U.S. only, and this is one of 50 pieces.
And this one's 18 karat gold.
It is.
And it's got a gold deployant clasp. I did a video on this also, a separate video on my channel showing this puppy.
Now, that's a protective cover, but beautifully decorated movement. 18 karat gold, Grand Seiko lion there on the rotor.
Yep.
Fabulous piece. Again,
so if somebody wants to go all the way, there you go. Look at that. You could wear that puppy anywhere and upstage whoever you want to upstage with that puppy.
But I wouldn't wear it on the New York subway.
You're gonna own the room when you walk in with that puppy on your wrist.
Yep. So that's the penultimate piece. And finally,
Steve, is the Presage range up to the same standards as Grand Seiko?
No.
Not quite, but it looks real good.
Yep. It doesn't have the full Zaratsu finishing of the case. Uses different movements for the most part, or the movements, if they're the same, they're not adjusted.
You better put that leather behind that. Don't put that right on the battery, because
okay.
Put the leather.
Yeah. Okay.
Put the leather on the battery. Will work too.
Yeah. Got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So look at the texture on that.
This has a
there
very
you go.
subtly textured dial and platinum.
Wow.
I wish we could put the heft of it through our broadcast here.
Yeah. Now you're looking at a solid platinum spring drive unit with, look at that dial. And what's the MSRP on this one?
Well, first off, there's only 20 of them in existence, and the MSRP is $53,000.
There's only 20 of these in existence, folks. So you're going to be one of 20 to have that little puppy on your wrist. There you go.
And the platinum finish is just dreamy. It doesn't quite translate through the camera, but just delicious is the way you could call it.
So you can see Steve gets the real pieces. And this one you're getting the full look at the movement there on this one. Look at that. Is this one going in your private collection? Is that the deal on this one?
Until someone steps up. I hope somebody out there on our broadcast today will
And this
come
is
and
number
see me.
7. That's a lucky number.
Number 7, it is.
You can't get any luckier than that. Somebody says that's a stunner. How do you top the spring drive? It's not easy.
Nope.
Wow, this is my favorite watch so far. Which one are you talking about? The platinum one? Some get someone get Don Haynes on and tell him that the Seamaster is better than the Submarina. Somebody says they'll give you $10K for it. You can get the bracelet for that, the strap for that, $10K. Well,
thank you very much.
Just gorgeous, Steve, Thomas says.
Thank you, Thomas.
Craig, will you be asking your viewers to donate some Bitcoin to Steve?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a Bitcoin address yet. We might get him one, though.
Craig's going to give me a couple of his, I think.
We might get him hooked up with some Bitcoin.
Are you a Bitcoin buyer?
Steve, I buy Bitcoin.
That was our friend.
Do you have Bitcoin? Okay, that was GB10014 that asked that question. Steve, I hope you have a gun in your car for the drive home. Though there's extensive security here.
The cars in front and behind me do.
Yeah,
so
they trust me. You can't get anywhere near this compound. Show the blue again now with the good lighting. The stainless steel one with the blue.
Which blue?
The limited edition Grand Seiko.
Ah, okay.
I think it's the third in the trilogy. Oh, let's do all three of them side by side.
Well, let's
trilogy.
get the. Hang on.
Okay.
Still not quite getting the.
Yeah, what happens is it was good initially, and then it starts adjusting itself. The auto white balance starts playing games, but it's closer. It's closer. Still not.
This comes with two other straps, and one is a croc, sort of a light brown croc with a blue stitching, very sharp, and the other's a white strap.
It comes with those.
Yes.
There you go, folks.
Yep, you got the whole kit.
Yes, it's a spring drive. Somebody says it's not a spring drive without the power reserve. Well, these are spring drives. These three, the trilogy that he showed, the gold, the platinum, and this one are all three spring drives. What are the sizes on these? Are they 40 mil?
Yes.
And the thickness?
I'll just measure this just to be sure. Also,
what are your favorite watches Steve brought over? Which one surprised you? Are you asking everybody in the chat, or are you asking me?
14 millimeters.
14 mils, he's saying. I think his measurement thing's, I think it's 13 something. But anyway, it is what it is.
It's plastic, so it doesn't ruin the watch. So, yeah, there is a plus or minus factor.
Craig, which of the pieces that you've seen this evening would you buy? Do you have the cold, hard cash to make a meal deal with Steve right now? Yeah, I've got cash.
I've been looking. Well,
absolutely. Steve doesn't come over here. Steve
comes to root it out.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't make a trip all the way over here not expecting large sums of cash. Let's see here. A session of cardio and a Grand Seiko presentation. What a way to end my workday. Well, there you go.
Excellent.
GSs are lovely, but prefer Omegas for sport watches. I'll tell you, those Omegas are looking good. It's tough. Steve's got really some awesome pieces, some awesome solutions. Blue Dial is awesome, definitely on my want list. Well, there you go. He's got it ready for you. Which Grand Seiko is Steve's best seller?
Snowflake.
Snowflake, okay.
Followed by SBGA 231. Does that ring a bell, Craig?
That's this one?
Yeah.
That's your second best seller?
Due to you, Craig. You're the man.
I guess. I mean, but it's a hell of a watch. I mean,
now that's among non-limited editions.
Okay.
Some of the limited editions we've sold everything we get our hands on.
Yeah.
And then they sell out sooner than folks like, unfortunately. Yeah.
With a 9F Grand Seiko, you can actually play sports like tennis while wearing it. Well, yeah, you could do that with a spring drive. They're rugged. They're going to hold up.
That's this Quartz.
And the Quartz is rugged. Yeah, absolutely, it's robust. Like I said, but you could do it with either. You could do it with a spring drive. They're robust as well. Gentlemen, could you please wind up one of the spring drive watches on camera so we can see the unique way it starts? They want to see it start real fast in the beginning, but you got to do that on camera. All right,
let me get this. Do you see this well?
Yeah, but focus it in.
I can't wind and focus at the same time, Craig.
Well, you're going to have to get it focused first and then wind, Steve. Let's get with the program here.
Life is tough.
Wait for it to zoom back out.
Let me undo the
unscrewed.
Okay. All right. Is that going to up? Here we go.
Stand by, everybody. He's winding.
So here it goes. It's taking off.
It's going to happen real quick.
Let's
go. Keep going. Keep going.
Am I getting traction here?
Well, I'm not.
Lift off.
We're not seeing it. You're out of frame though now.
Okay. Hang on.
Well, we wanted to see it actually start up, Steve, so
know.
they're going to miss it.
Let me start with. Everybody's moving. Except this one. Oh.
Well, it's too late. It's
too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Sorry, I had to give it a shake.
Yeah, it settles down.
Oh, sorry, folks. Let's see. Is anybody else not moving?
There are videos, come on, you guys, on YouTube that you can watch to see that. It's not that big. It just goes fast for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then it
kicks in.
Yeah. Focus in on that one more time, though, just so we can see it running. Wow. Yeah, okay. That's looking good. Okay, yeah, okay. Wow, look at that. Yeah, just leave that go. So, that is absolutely stunning. Let's put all 3 of them next to each other. All 3 of the limited editions for the final shot. They should all fit side by side laying down like that. Just get the pad out of the way. Yeah. Take that all the way to the end of the frame. Yeah. And so we got steel, platinum, and gold.
Anybody who wants to have the whole set, come and talk to me.
And he's the only guy right now that you can get the whole set from. I don't think anybody else has the whole set in stock.
I haven't checked.
I would be shocked if anybody else has this trio in stock. That's a lot of rolling stock right there.
Yep. So which one gets the nod?
That's a lot of rolling stock right there. Yeah, leave that close like that for a second. Now, that's platinum. You know what the hands and indices are made of?
I believe they're platinum. Yeah.
That is stunning. That's worth a moment of silence almost for those 3 side by side. What do you all think about that? Which are you going to buy, Craig? Drool. Which one of you guys is dressed best? Well, that's kind of a strange question there, but
at least I have my pants on.
Steve is always well dressed. You can take that to the bank. Any other comments about those 3 stunners? They're speechless too.
Yeah.
You've finally gotten the trolls, so they're speechless.
De-trolled them, huh? Okay.
Stunning. Okay. The bracelet model gets my vote. Wow, the Platinum Limited Edition is such a stunner. Definitely my favorite of the night. Tom says they're too big for him. You must have a small wrist. Would love to see the blue dial in the platinum.
Someone else mentioned that on the forum as well.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, that platinum one is sweet looking in the middle. It's just so really classy looking.
It's so subtle.
Yeah.
That is textured. I hope you're all seeing
that. And the
that.
funny thing about it is people are going to see that watch, and people that are in the know are going to know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a luster about that platinum that you're not going to miss.
Craig, did Steve bring his hula hoop? Nope, I don't think he did.
Next time.
Horology at its finest.
Thank you.
Those things are absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's cut one more time to your website, littletreasury.com.
Whoops.
And let's see here.
We want
I guess if I go like this, I can go full screen a little bit more. And you can see he's got a bunch of cool little EDC items also. I mean, it's a full-blown jewelry store, but a big focus is on the timepieces. But you can see he's got knives, pens, money clips. He's got all the things you need. Is the middle one the only one set to the correct time? I don't think any of them were set to the correct time.
We didn't bother setting.
Yeah. I don't think any of them.
Yeah.
Is Steve coming or going to the monthly show? That would be good. What show?
Yeah, what show?
What monthly show? Let us know what show you're talking about.
If you invite me.
The work that goes into making these. Somebody, shoot. He deleted it before I finished doing it. Maybe they're retyping it or something. Okay. So anyway, so that's the thing. He has a full-blown website with all the watch brands. It's littletreasury.com, littletreasury.com, and you can go through there and browse the different watches and so forth that he has.
Yeah, I think we're up to 24 brands right now.
Jeez.
So, and I'll bet each of you will find 5 that you've never heard of.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you keep up with all this stuff. How many watches does GS make per year? I don't think anybody knows, do they? Not that many.
I don't know that. It's very limited by the resources. They're handmade, hand-assembled, and I've been there to the plants, and it's not many people that are trained to do all this, so it's limited by that.
So Terry N says, I almost want to trade my 118238 for a Grand Seiko. So that's a 6-digit day date. You would take that in trade.
Call me.
What dial do you have on it, Terry? And what condition is it in? You want knives? There you go. And this guy says Harold Moeller, M-O-E-L-L-E-R, custom knives. There you go. Bring money. The work that goes into making these, and Steve has all models. Rolex can't even supply steel watches to their shops. Well, you know.
Well, we have pre-owned Rolex in our shop.
That's part of their marketing. You know, they do that to make people think that they're scarce, and so people pay too much for them, and they play a lot of games. But anyway, that is what it is. I think that Omega Railmaster with the patina is the Omega for you, Craig. Well, there you go. You should turn this into a monthly show with different brands and or models. Somebody said mint, box and papers. Oh, that's the 18238 is mint with box and papers. Okay, so which Grand Seiko do you want to trade on? Let's do a deal. Let's talk turkey. And what dial do you have on the 18238? And what year is it? Does it have the newer clasp? If it's like 2003, 2004 or newer, it has the newer type clasp on it with the beak. Oh, diamond dial. I'm not a player on the diamond dial. I was thinking about this for me for a little while there, but not now that not now that I know it has a diamond dial. You two guys are like the alternate reality version of Archie and Clive. Okay. So, folks, let us know in the chat if you think that Steve should do broadcasts like this from his Little Treasury location, if he should go to the trouble to get us set up and be able to do some live shows on a regular basis from his location. Let us know in the chat if you think that would be a good idea, and whether or not he should go to the trouble of doing that. Good show, gentlemen. On wrist shot of the gold GS. It has the glow like the mysterious suitcase in Pulp Fiction. Did Craig seal the deal on the Speedmaster? No, I'm not getting a Speedmaster. Bring back Steve. So Steve, they want you.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to bring him back. He'll be broadcasting from his live from his location.
But you'll have to come down and help.
And I can, oh yeah, I can help, absolutely.
Yeah, come down from the mountaintop.
And I'm getting a hell yes. I'm getting a yay, Steve. Champagne with diamond dial, 2006 D serial number. So it does have the newer clasp,
Right.
the date.
Send photos, pictures of the papers, box, all that, Steve at littletreasury.com.
There you go. Send the information to Steve and which GS you want, and we'll do a deal. Good idea, good show. Take a mobile studio to his shop. Steve, do you currently have any pre-owned Rolexes in stock?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
I've got sub.
And we got another yes to reoccurring Steve show.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great for business for Steve to do a vlog from Little Treasury. We got a thumbs up. What watch is Steve wearing? Uh-oh, they're calling you out.
Oh, boy. Okay, I am wearing a Bremont Alt 1C chronometer. It's sort of my daily wear.
Mm-hmm.
And super hardened steel, 5 times harder than Rolex steel. I go in and out of our showcases all the time. They have steel borders. You whack your watch. I've had this for about 4 years. It's eye clean. At least my eye clean.
Yeah. You'd have to look at it with a loupe to see anything you're saying. It looks like brand new to me.
And so we're also Bremont dealers, one of the larger ones. And everything's a certified chronometer they make, made in the UK. I love the brand. That can be another show, another day.
Well, there you go. What's in Steve's personal collection? That would take us an hour to go through that. And then the follow-up question was, Steve, how many watches do you own? He can't count that high. Another person said yes to a Steve show. Steve should come over with some Bremonts. He's not going to have to come over if he has his own studio. They're getting a lot of feedback that they want Steve. They want more of Steve. They said,
what would you like to see?
Craig.
If you could post some of the brands, you can see we have about 24 watch brands on our website. Let us know what you're interested in, and we'll
Bremont MB3.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the Martin Baker Bremont watch with a very cool aluminum barrel, different colors, and that's a GMT.
Okay.
Okay. Very extremely rugged timepiece.
Well, there you go. Hey, Craig, did you see how easy Steve's chrono slipped the cuff? Well, Steve's got a lot of room. He gets his shirts custom made, so he's got plenty of room in the cuff.
Craig, not really, but I do have a lot of room in the cuff. So
you must have had those made to have that much room, right?
No, it's a very nice shirt, but not custom made. But it slips right under.
Yeah, some shirts have more room than others. Yeah, so he's making it. Yeah, he's making it work. Steve has to up the video and audio quality at Little Treasury for good quality streams like this. Well, he's going to. I mean, that would be
looking at all this.
That would be the ideal situation. Would be he'll get a similar setup to this, but he'll get a light box for the watches so that he can have the white balance and everything exactly correct, and the lighting will be consistent all the way around, like Tim does with his light boxes. That would be the idea. Would be to have it be all the way maxed out. Craig, you need to help out the guys from Watch and Listen podcast. They have a good show, but their camera work is the worst on YouTube. Oh boy, there's a lot of marginal camera work on YouTube though, so I can't imagine they're the worst. Do a show on all the brands you carry. Good show, guys. Okay, he's going to do it. Craig, please don't overdrink water. You're going to flush all the sodium in you, whatever that means. Can Steve show us some pens and knives? He doesn't have them with him
Not
now.
with me, yeah, but we have pens and knives.
I can, Steve, shoot your cuffs. Do you know how to do that?
Shoot my cuffs.
He means like,
Oh, like that?
yeah, there you go. So here's a Chris Reeves Sebenza.
But we don't carry that, Craig.
Oh, well, sorry about that.
Please put that away.
Okay. GoFundMe for Steve to set up the camera stuff.
Good idea.
Yeah, and we're going to get him set up with a Bitcoin. Very informative show tonight, gentlemen. All right, unless anybody has any other questions.
One little puff.
Okay.
I have to do.
Puff piece.
We're very proud of this. If you are familiar with Revolution magazine, excellent high-end watch magazine. To my surprise, we just got profiled under Inside America's Best Retailers. 3 other stores.
And it's not like you don't even advertise with them.
No, this was totally editorial.
They just picked you up.
There's a whole page
right
here.
there, Little Treasury.
If you go on our website, under our blog, we have an outtake
reprint
of the thing. But we're very proud to have gotten that. We are Little Treasury, and family-owned, family-formed, and work our butts off for this. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, they really do. The attention to detail with his whole staff is impressive. And like I say, I went over there. I wasn't really planning on buying a watch, but unfortunately, I always carry cash with me, and I left without the cash. So that's how that happens.
Much appreciated, Craig.
Sometimes. So let's see. Craig, you should do a new video series teaching Yamokes fashion. Well, I don't know about that. Congratulations, Steve. Congratulations. So this is all on the article.
Thank you.
All right. Well, anything else before we wrap up? It's littletreasury.com. Littletreasury.com is the website. Littletreasury.com. And we will keep you posted. Somebody says my favorite GS is the SPGA 375. So there's that. All right, so I'm going to show you how we stop this. Let's see how we can stop this. Nothing else you need to say?
That's it. I just want to thank everybody. This has been fun.
There you go. So I'm going to hit stop here.
Okay.
It says complete event. And are you sure?
Yeah.
Complete event.